Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TK Maths is Fun. In today's video, we will solve a past paper question in S1, which includes geometric distribution, binomial distribution, and normal distribution in it. So this is a topic of the A-level mathematics S1. Here you can see the QR code of my all videos I have made on P1 and S1. So you can scan them to watch more videos on maths. So to help you recall the formula, I have written here the geometric distribution formula, binomial distribution and normal distribution. So quick recap. And by the way, all this have been explained in detail in individual topics. In the QR code, you can find that and watch videos for your detailed explanation if you need it. So let's go directly to the question, which is taken from June 24 variant 5.1, and this is a challenge question. If you read the report, it was not done by most of the students successfully, or 100% I would say. Okay, so let's start with this question. A game for 2 players, keep highlighting the keywords, is played using a fair 4-sided die, 1, 2, 3, 4. It means each has a probability, each number has a probability 1 to come when you throw it. One turn, now this is an important information. One turn consists of throwing the dice repeatedly up to a maximum of 3 times. So if I am playing, I will throw it 3 times, then my turn will get over. You will throw it 3 times, then your turn will get over. When a 4 is obtained, no further throws are made during the turn. So if I get 4 in first time, then I will not make these turns. But if I do not get 4 here, right? No, I don't get 4 and I get here, then this will be off. Otherwise, if there are 2 failures, no 4, no 4 and then 4. But maximum one can try up till 3 throws. So this is the explanation of the rule of the game. So you can also play with your friend. A player who obtained a 4 in their turn, he get 1 point. So when you throw 3 times and you get 4 out of any turn, you get 1 point. You have to show the probability that a player obtained a 4 in 1 turn is this. We have to show the probability of obtaining a 4 in 1 turn is this. So number one thing is, P is 1 over 4 and Q is equals to 3 over 4, right? So if you see, he is getting it less than or equals to 3, right? Because he can get P in 1 time, 2 times or 3 times. So his answer will be, using this formula, you can see here in the rule, you will get this. Second method is, first time I got 4. No, I did not. Second time I get 4. The first time I got Q is a failure, P is a proportion of success. And otherwise, first and second time no. Third time it is yes. And then you substitute the values and get the answer. Third method also, which I have not run, you can solve the same question with the help of binomial also, right? Because the total trials are 3 and probability of getting 4 is 1 over 4. And you have to get x less than equals to 3. So you can apply binomial method also. Okay, now let's come to the second part. The 2 players are Zeno and Yo. So I will call them x and y. Find the probability that neither x nor y score any point in their first 2 turns. What does this mean? You got your turn, you did not get point. Now, in the part 1, we were talking about getting 4 out of 3 turns. But now we are talking about turn. And we already know from part 1 the probability of what? Getting a point in 1 turn. Yes or no? Because this is what point 1 was saying. Show that the probability that a player obtained 4 in 1 of the turn. And the moment he get 4, he get 1 point. Agreed? So 37 over 64 is the probability of getting a point. Now start looking at it from this point of view. So probability of getting point in one turn is 37 over 64. Now let's see here this question again. Neither of them score a point in their two turns. So now from part 1 we have this information. Important thing I said, in one turn if somebody gets 4 he will get 1 point. So this will be the probability. So hence probability of not getting a point is 27 over 64. So far it is clear, right? Situation. Now X got 2 turns and both the time he did not get a point. It means both the time he got the probability 27 over 64 times 27 over 64. Agreed? Then Y also got 2 turns and he also did not get any point. It means the probability of not getting point in both the turns is 27 over 64. Okay. So altogether what is the probability that neither Y nor X got any point? You will multiply all of them. Yes or no? If I try to explain to you, suppose you are confused why we are applying power 4. There were 4 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 by Y, 2 by X. Either it is done same person first 2 and then second person, or if they are doing alternate turns. In any case it will be 27 over 64 power 4. Agreed? So this is how you will solve part B, and that's why it was tricky, because now you have to get the answer from part 1 and use it. Let's see part C. X and Y each have 3 turns. Right? Now he's talking about turns. Find the probability, and you know one turn has 3 throws. Forget about that thing. Now we are talking about turns and points. Find the probability that X is scored 2 points more than Y. When is it possible? Number 1 condition is that X get 3 points and Y get 1 point. Then the difference between their point will be 2. Excuse me. So he is getting 2 more points than X. And what is the second condition? That X get 2 points and Y get 0 point. Then also X will have 2 points more. So let's handle this point first. This is case number 1. So if X is getting 3 points, it means in all the 3 turns he got point, right? And what is the probability of point we have seen here? It was 37 over 64. Let me write here. 37 over 64 is the probability of success, and probability of failure is 27 over 64. So point earn and point did not earn. So in this case, it means he is getting point in all 3 times. So this is the probability that he will get 3 points in 3 turns. Right? Now what about Y? He is getting only in one turn point, and the other turn he is not getting point. So his probability is what? Why did I multiply it by 3? Any idea? Yes, very good. Because when he's getting point, it could be first time, another 2 times he get failure, or it could be failure, success and failure. So that's why I multiplied it by 3. So altogether the probability that X has 2 points more than Y, it means we are saying X probability times Y probability. So we will multiply both the probability and we will get the answer. Right? So this is the probability that X has 2 points more. But what about the second condition? Let's see it here also. In the same manner, right? You can put the video on pause and try it yourself also if you want to. X got 2 points. It means now again I'm multiplying it by 3. The reason is he could have success here, failure here, success here, or he could have success here and failure here. And we already know the probability, so multiply it and get the answer. What about y did not get any point? It means in all three cases, in all three turns, he had a failure. He did not get any point. So simply multiply the probabilities. And again, altogether x and y got the point, so that x has a difference of 2 point more. You will multiply the probabilities. Right. So I hope you understood the problem. And if you have any query, you can ask a question. Thank you very much for watching the video. Please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. Take care. Allah Hafiz. And by the way, you will add up both the answer at the end. I forgot to tell you here before I end it, because the question was saying x and y each have 3 terms. Find the probability that x has 2 scores more than this. So now you will add up the answer of both the situations. So you can pick up the calculator. 596,449. That will be the final answer. If I had not written here, I would have lost 1 mark. Okay, so let's see here. Let me write the answer. 0.0596,449 plus 0.031761. So I got 0.091459, and we always give answer in 3 significant figure. Very good. So this is my final answer, that x scored 2 points more than y. Thank you. Take care. Allah Hafiz.